We now in 2021, it took us until 2016 to have African American women who are elected to a city, one of our major cities in Arizona, Chandler, Mesa, Tempe. A story is given to our children, our Black children, especially our female children, our female Black children. They are learning that we're not first nature. We are second to come in. We're not supposed to show leadership. We're not supposed to be at the table. And Dr. King, his strong message was that we need to be at the table. And these history books don't tell the truth. They don't show Black history. So our kids are learning history, but they're not learning their history.
Erasure of Black women from civil rights movement, from the feminist movement, right? That makes it even more difficult for Black women leaders like you, myself, Kiana Sears, Nikita Ross, all of us to sit at that dais and have people take us seriously or listen to us or feel affirmed that we're supposed to be there. We get calls for, recalls. People are trying to recall us now because people don't understand that Black women have always been leaders. Black women have always been fighting to get at the table. And when they see us, they don't know us and they don't know that history, and they react violently and aggressively and trying to push us out, like they try to push our Black girls out of the educational system.
I was the Black Student Union president in high school. And I got a chance to go to an MLK breakfast in 1994 when they were trying to get the holiday. And holiday didn't come for 2 more years. I actually got a chance to sit at the table with Coretta Scott King, and I sat right next to Maya Angelou. And until that day, I never realized the impact that a Black woman would have. She was the first one to tell me that, after her husband died and Betty Shabazz, who was Malcolm X, died, they became best of friends. And they joined their message together to give the voice that people felt was silenced when their husbands died. From a young age, from the age of preschool, African American girls and boys they're suspended at a higher rate. African American girls are told from an early age, you're too loud, you're too strong, you're too powerful. When I was in school, it was a time when I was maybe second grade. It was a young girl and we were arguing. She was white, I was Black. My teacher walked up to me, which she's literally, and I'm not just saying that she started the argument, but my teacher didn't come up and say what happened. She said, what did you do?
Yep. It's that thing of always feeling like you're doing something wrong.
I had a person tell me that I hope I would slit your neck and I hope you die of COVID, because I literally said that I would want kids to be safe and keeping them remote because of COVID-19. We're in a pandemic, and no other board member got that email but me.
People don't want to acknowledge our humanity. And I think that really gets to the heart of what Dr. King's message actually was. It wasn't this colorblind message that people are selling. Yeah. It was more extending humanity to Black people.
That's right.
People see us as inhumane, especially for Black women. People have no problems coming after us for our bodies, our hair, threatening our lives because they don't see us as human. And that's a problem. And if you think about it, this is the example that we are setting for the next. Then I think we really need to rethink how we treat Black leaders. I mean, people forget MLK was assassinated. I've had to get cameras and up my security. You've had to up your security because people don't want us in those positions, so much so that they are comfortable with threatening our lives. And so this time, there's a question of safety for Black people. I'm a therapist, so I see Black people coming into therapy especially for that safety when, being attacked by white supremacy, which is not everybody's favorite term, but I mean, it's true. And this is a time where Black people, Black children are feeling unsafe. It's either COVID threatening our lives or, you know, racism threatening our lives. And I think the issue is, how do you establish safety after this moment?
You're so right. I have one last thing to say, and I'll say that this is what Martin Luther King taught me. Don't celebrate my life despite the fact that I'm Black. Celebrate my life because I'm Black. And I think until we get there, we will never understand what it means to find his plan.
Yeah.